Detecting blank image files. I am using ScanImage with a document scanner, Canon DR2510C, that supports duplex scanning. Unfortunately, its same driver does not support blank page detection, so that with mixed pages, single double-sided, blank pages make it into the scan result. I would like to automatically get rid of those blank pages when post-processing the scan output, so I am looking for a command line tool that is able to detect whether a TIFF or PNM file consists of mostly white pixels. Any ideas? This is the solution I came up with based on the answer by Lesmana.
Use the Identify feature of ImageMagick CLI as given here. This URL. With command $identify format %# source.png. If the number of colors is 1, you have a blank page. You can also use the command identify verbose source.png. The standard deviation, skew and kurtosis will be 0 for a blank image.
Slightly improved version of the code in the question. Changes. Pass the images to check as arguments instead of reading from a fixed location. Progress report. If the code doesn't detect a file correctly, you can give it a hint, create an empty file with the name of the image plus a dot in front, I to protect, a .pnm, use touch.a.pnm. Fixed error when there were no black pixels in the input.
My trick is to scan the images to a losslessly compressed format, TIFF plus compression. This way, blank pages have a much lower file size and I can detect them with find, move them to another directory, check them quickly with a viewer and then get rid of them.
You can do a noisy trim with ImageMagick, e.g. The page isn't empty if convert prints something like this. Example input is a 600 dpi DIN A4 scanned line art image. It's empty if the height/width after trimming is suspiciously small, e.g. In contrast to the threshold histogram method, this produces less false positives when you have pages that just contain a word or a line of text. With a threshold histogram, such pages could wrongly be detected as empty. Looking at the file size of the compressed image, i.e. as an approximation of entropy, yields the same false positives. On the flip side, documents with perforations but otherwise empty, likely aren't detected as empty with just a noisy trim. If you care about those, it might make sense to tell ImageMagick to unconditionally trim some margin space, first. For example, if the image was scanned with 600 dpi and you want to ignore a 1-inch margin all around.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.